Hello everyone, welcome back to Make the Music, and today we're going to be doing a video on how to create a really good demo for your music going forward. So how to create a demo where you've got all the sections mapped out, you have some idea of the instrumentation, maybe some of the melodies, so you can go forward with your production and really build it from the ground up. Remember, we need a great song idea to begin with, some sort of a vision going forward for what this song is going to be and some of the elements that are going to be included in order for it to then, when you add more production elements, make sense, feel like a compelling song from start to finish. So I'm going to break this song down here in this video real quick. I have a guide for you, the Home Studio Toolbox. It's a 100% free guide where you get all the tools that you need to start recording music in your home studio. I give you an idea of how to find these tools, what to use. There's DAWs that I recommend, some virtual instruments that I recommend. It's all in that guide. It's 100% free. Just go to the description box and download that guide there. Anyways, there are 3 steps to getting a really compelling demo. And number 1 is doing some songwriting with your main instrument. And so for this song, you want to have a main instrument that anchors the entire arrangement together and helps the whole thing make sense. So for example, in this song, it was the acoustic guitar. It's the first thing I tracked. This didn't even make the final cut. And it doesn't have to. You're in demo mode, right? We're not thinking about the final recording necessarily. Now, sometimes tracks do end up on the final recording that were from the demo. There was a spark of magic there that you liked, and it does end up on the final recording. But at this point, we're not being so concise about all the production sounds. I'm not in that stage yet. I'm thinking from a songwriting perspective, what I want this song to sound like. Now, I know some people record and songwrite at the same time, and they build the song section by section, and that's totally a way you can do that. I've done many albums and songs like that, but a lot of people, they want to have a good idea of where the song is going. And if you're not an experienced songwriter yet, you're going to want to map out your song first, get some experience knowing how to build out a song and an arrangement, and then you can go more to those section by section approaches. So, for example, this is my acoustic guitar. Let me just play you what I have here. All right, so that's the intro part, a verse part there, and I have it all mapped out through the chorus. And literally that was me playing an acoustic guitar. I wasn't really thinking about the mic position a whole lot. I had just written the song like a week ago, thinking about the chord progression, the lyrics, and the melody. So that's what the acoustic guitar is doing. But what I wanted to do is not just have the acoustic guitar. So first you do the songwriting, maybe with your main instrument, maybe try and map out a good majority of the song at this point with that main instrument. So that's when we get to step 2, which is create markers in your DAW for the different sections of your songs. Map out the tempo and map out where these sections begin. So you can see here, I have intro mapped. Verse 1, these are when the vocals come in. Chorus, interlude, verse 2. Chorus 2, I've got an interlude bridge part here. And then going forward, I have a chorus 3 heading into an outro, right? You can see outro low vox, and you can make these as descriptive as you want. Some people, they just like V1. That's it. That's all they put for their markers. As long as you know what it is, that's all that matters. For me, sometimes I like to be a little more descriptive if I don't want to track everything all at once, but I want to say, hey, I want the drums to build here. I might go verse, pre-chorus 2, drum build, or I might go, like I said here, outro vox low. So I'm going to be singing the melody an octave lower, and I just want to know that I'm going to have the vox there, or it's a low volume as well. And this is going to be an interlude sort of bridge section, right? So I'm indicating all these sections of the song. This is helping me get an idea. Okay, what is my main instrument? What is the main chord progression and arrangement? That's what step 1 we did with our instrument. Then step 2, let's map out all these individual sections. If you have tempo changes, if you have time signature changes, I would start to add those in. So this whole song, it's all in the same tempo, and a lot of you are probably going to end up doing that, which is fine. It's 128 BPM. It's in 4/4, but some songs they have tempo changes. And so you're going to want to put that there. Maybe the chorus is in half time. Maybe going into the bridge in the third chorus, the tempo picks up or it slows down or something, right? Start putting those things in there so you can think about it. So when you go to track the rest of the instruments, especially if you're going to be tracking things live or doing instruments that take a lot of time to record, have that all figured out. So then when you get to recording day, you're not thinking about, okay, well, what am I writing? What is the songwriting? You're thinking about, okay, I know what the song's chord progression is and the arrangement, but now I get to just concentrate on getting good sounding recordings and playing my performance as well. So you're leaving the guesswork out of it. So that's step 2. And then step 3, add some additional demo elements to give you an idea on where the track is going and maybe some potential melodies or production elements that you want to add in through the rest of the arrangement. So you can see here, I don't just have an acoustic guitar, right? And you could just have a demo where it's just an acoustic guitar and your vocal. And that's totally fine. Some people do that and it creates great songs in the end. For me, I need a little more context for that because I have a vision for the song and I want to experiment a little more than that to get a good idea of what this song is going to sound like. So I had a acoustic guitar here, but I knew I wanted a piano in this arrangement. So I just added some basic playing here to give myself an idea. Okay, I want the piano to come in here. And sometimes when you add small little elements like that, I'm not telling you to go crazy and do 50 tracks of production like you're producing it all the way. I'm just adding a few elements to give myself a vibe. So I kind of feed off it like, oh, I like that piano there. What if I did this? What if I did that? And so here's the piano track. Real basic, but now it's creating just a bit of a vibe for the track. And so now I'm getting other ideas for things, and maybe ideas for vocals as I go along and other production elements. I do like to add drums as well. This is really basic. I didn't go through each bar and, remap the MIDI to make it perfect or anything like that. I just found a sample groove in Easy Drummer 3. I'm pretty sure this is like the default kit. And my idea is let's just get a beat in there. Let's just get a feel in there. So I have some sort of context for how this section is going to go. So here's the drum part. And guys, literally that is just looped for the entire rest of the song, okay? You don't need to get too particular here. You're in songwriting mode. And then I know that I wanted it to end with a crash out for that outro low vox. Or not even a crash out, it's just a snare hit there, right? So I've got a bit of a drum beat, an acoustic guitar, and a piano at this point. Not even everything's not particularly in time at this point, right? So like I said, just in songwriting mode. Then I added a few more elements. These are synths using Expand. I just rendered them down. These are just giving me some melody ideas. That's all this is. I had some ideas from some melodies from the vocals I was writing, from some of the arranging I was doing, and I just wanted to put that in instrument form. So I kind of remember that when I come back to the track. It's like I had a lead synth here. I kind of liked that sound. I just layered a few things. And so now my demo has this vibe going on. So that is step 3, adding some maybe small additional production elements to inform you on where you're going with the song and what kind of melodies you might implement. Now, you might just decide to track a vocal at this point, and that's totally fine. For me, I like to get further down the road in the production process before I finally iron out the vocal. I know some people, they want to write the vocal way earlier. It's completely up to preference, right? Depends on what works for your style. But for me, like, look, this is just a bust. So this is 7 tracks. All you need is 7 tracks, really. Maybe 10 tracks to get a vibe for, okay, this is my arrangement. These are some of the elements I want. And now I have a vibe for the song. So for me, this is how you create a really good demo that's going to give you a great map going forward with your track. So just to remember here, start out with your main instrument, create the arrangement for the track, then create a map for the entire song with your tempos and your sections being as descriptive as you want. And the third step is adding just a few small production elements to inform the rest of your decisions for that production. So that's my tips for making really great demos. How do you make demos? I really want to know. Leave it in a comment down below. Or if you have any questions about creating song skeletons or demos, I would like to answer them. Anyways, that's my video for today. Good luck making your music, and I'll see you guys next time.